Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode where I do some of this. And some of this. Andrea cleans up most of this and we move some troublesome bees.
And you may see in the process I got stung. It's Nick keeps thinking I'm winking at him. He should be so lucky. There we go, that's 2 houses made now, or 2 little nest boxes made, so I'll just tidy the edges up, get rid of all the loose bits. I've got a very excited dog. It's his birthday today, and we have got the best thing in the world that you can give a staffy. I've got to take it out the package, darling. No, I don't care about packaging.
And this might last 2 minutes, maybe 3.
Oh, I don't know. That is you, good boy. Gilly, sit. Go on. Sit. Spin. Speak. Gentle. There, good boy. And because it was a packet of 2, we're going to Quinn one, but he won't take it.
Don't care, it's not mine.
No. Do you want this one? Oh, I want that one as well. He loves balls. There's a rose in there as well.
Hey? Yeah.
There's a rose up there.
You're going to drag him out the way, yeah? All of that, it's not doing anything. Knock off.
You leave it alone.
Much better. So there we are, all nicely pruned up. Mullered apparently. So I've got this pile of dirt and stuff. What we're going to do here, right, this won't be in this week's video, but I'll just show you. So all the rubble and stuff we've produced in doing the renovation on the house, all the leftover bits have been put here, which has extended this bank out quite a bit. So the original bank was here somewhere, and all this rubbish now. What I intend doing is building a wall in front of it, and we're going to have a big granite seat here to take in the view in the shade of the tree. Yeah, the view of the village, etc. So what Andrew's doing is making me move all this rubble. We're just going to shove it down over the bank.
So I can put this wheelbarrow, tip that down, yeah? Hit the weekend.
Down here.
Yeah. Do a time that back up, yeah.
Thank you. Not there.
So I'll do get rid of a barrow of weeds, and then I'll do a barrow of broken tiles.
Yeah, there's a shovel. So while Andrea is doing a marvellous job of clearing this, you saw me prune the tree. She's clearing all this area now. Doing a great job. These are the old original roof tiles that came off our roof, and these are the stones we've been using to make the calçada patterns, etc. I'm just going to be chucking these into a bag so I can move them easily. And in the meantime, now we've got the green gate, we've decided on what to do with this bottom section of wall, which we haven't finished yet. And it is, we've gone and bought the tiles are the right colour. We're having 3 sets of this pattern along here, and the rest is going to be a lighter tile like you see here. Yeah, first of all I need to set it out, so we need to measure how wide it is, how tall it is, where the tiles are going. And our other problem is this section that has been left unfinished for many years. I'll reveal it there. Basically this is where all the plumbing goes, as you can see, for the ensuite bathroom, which I wanted to be able to get to if should any of these joints here fail, etc., or start leaking. Yeah, so I wanted access to these. I've devised a way of doing it now, so I'm gonna make these buttons removable. Just drill a little hole in the tile, so we'll have 2 sections. Hang on, let me try and rip this off. Hope this works. Maybe take a knife as well. very splintery. Yeah, so what we'll have is these sections. I'll glue the tiles to these, but I'll make screw holes in them, in the tiles, so we can remove each section if I ever need to get at it. I think that'll be fine. Don't you, darling?
I don't know, we haven't had to for
No, I know we haven't had to ever, but you know for a fact,
yeah.
as soon as we seal this in permanently,
That's it, yeah.
this joint will leak or something like that. So first off, I'm going to remove this because it needs to be set at the correct height. And we've also had a site meeting and concluded that there's only 1, 2, 3 places along the whole length which could ever cause an issue. And I think if we have a tile stuck to the buttons here and it does start to leak, it's just a case of removing one tile, which is a fairly easy job. So we're going to glue the tile directly to the buttons. But first of all, I have to make this bottom button, the tile sits here, I have to make this bottom button sit up there a bit, yeah? So I've taken it off to move it up a bit. Oh, and now nothing works. Oh. Yeah, so like I said, we need to put this button back in. And it's too long for some strange reason. Anyway, at the height of the tile. So it's going to sit there, exactly like that. I don't know why it's decided to be too long. Oh, I see. So while Andrea's busy beavering away in the background, so I've measured the wall. This is setting out now, quite important with tiling, especially with tiling. I've measured the wall as 3.3450, which is divisible by 1/50, or 6 inches. I've made a centre point here, which we're going to have to start all our tiling from. I'm going to mark the centre like so. So we should have an even amount of tiles, and maybe because the gaps between the tiles are going to be a small cut on either end, but we're trying to make it look symmetrical, yeah? So what we're going to have now, I'll put a little lip on the bottom of this button. We've decided, because there's only 3 places we could possibly get problems with joints leaking, here, there and there, we're just going to stick these to the timber like so, with Sikaflex M600, leaving a little gap between them for grouting. So we're just going to be doing this. Maybe a bit thicker than that. And the top. Just a bead of adhesive mastic, and then the tiles can sit like so. This is just to support them while this goes off. Give it an hour, should be able to take it off. So let's get going. Now this is a bit hard to angle the wood up, so I'm going to have to undo this one a little bit. There. Cool. Where's it from there? Small adjustments. Yeah, that's better. I need to get some spacers. Ow. One, two, three, four, five, 11. So that's this row on, the awkward ones which I've had to stick on with mastic. Obviously I'm going to need to remove this wood that's holding them up, so I'll need to give it an hour, but in that hour I'll be setting out the other tiles. I'll put some lines on here where they're going to start. I'll probably have to remove these and put another starting edge at the bottom so you can start at the bottom and then work up, put your spacers in. I'll have to work it all out, so we'll do that off camera. So obviously, to make things easier, I've removed all these tiles, but I've also moved this down, what the tiles were sitting on, to the right level, giving me an appropriate distance there for the rest of these tiles. And we're going to put a couple of little patterns in there, just to make it look pretty. So obviously a bit of water first, adding the adhesive to that. Get my mask on. Just for this. Get rid of that for a minute. I don't know if you can see, you're supposed to mix any adhesive for tiling until all the lumps are gone. If you watch, you'll see some lumps in this. You can see now it's a lot smoother. Doesn't have to be perfect, but so after a little bit of discussion, we've finally sorted it.
Remember.
Whoa, whoa.
Yes, wind's just blowing now.
Finally, yeah.
Remembered what we were meant to be doing.
Yeah, so this is wrong. Whoa. This is wrong. But easily rectified. Apart from the mess now. So that's there and there. It's on that line. Then it's this one.
Make sure you get it the right way up.
Oh dear.
Yep.
No.
Is it that is correct? It's then a light one and then a dark one and then a light one underneath.
No, that's wrong. Look, we're just saying we need to put a light one there. Yeah?
Oh, damn.
We've only got two spaces. We put a light one there. We've only got the two.
So it has to be a cross or a thing. So you have two dark ones.
Yeah.
And then a dark one and a dark one.
Or halfways.
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Uh,
Take 2.
hey?
Take 3.
Take 3. No, hang on. Right, turn the camera off. Okay, so it turns out we can't count. We're counting tiles and not gaps when you need to count gaps. So we're going to go with this.
Even the chicken just laughed.
Yeah, I know. It's not funny. We're going to go with, we think, we're still not sure.
Oh, that's my phone croaking.
That, and then
And then you need to do the other to make it look...
one there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So obviously do a light one first. See, if we could have found some Portuguese style pattern tiles in green, this would have been a lot easier, wouldn't it?
It would have.
It's weird, we looked all over it really, and a lot, blue and white is everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Why you chose green, I have no idea.
because you bought that picture. It's not my fault you're blind.
Yeah, I should have thought about that. Right.
A light one, that's it. I'm just staying here to supervise, make sure he does get the split.
Obviously.
And
Dark
then,
one?
Yeah, and then dark one. And then a light one.
It's like being on countdown.
Playing Tetris.
So it's getting warmer to finish off this last bit. Needs a bit more moisture involved. But, and I'm scraping it off a bit and I knocked this tile off. So put this one back on. So I've finished it off. I actually did it last night. It was too dark to film. Now I've grouted it with white grout, which sort of brings the two together. And with grout, once you let it go off till it goes dusty dry on the surface, and then just wipe it off with that dry cloth and reveal the beauty, as they say. This is a manhole cover. Tomorrow I'll be fitting a new lids to it so we can carry, these tiles can carry right the way through then. There. Okay, so I've come down to do a quick check on the bees. It's been a bit too long actually, about 2 weeks, so let's have a look, see what we got here. We have a big colony of happy thriving bees. Yes, we certainly do. Wow. They've been busy. As the saying goes, busy bees. Too much smoke. I'm not going to stir them up too much. I just want to maybe have a look at what's going on here. Let's take this one out. So they're storing honey here. Oh, and we have a nasty thing here. I've never seen that. What are you doing in there? Well, some form of beetle. I've not seen like hive beetles here before. Hang on a minute. Put you down there. Got to check all of them now. Don't like that. Don't like seeing that. Again, they're storing honey. Oh, yes. Okay, just a quick look. Yeah, no. I know, it's your job. It's your job, don't get stressy, come on. Cleaning all that out. Oh, that's feeling heavier. Yes, look at this, full of brood. Nearly a full frame with honey bridge over the top. Yeah, looking good. And this side full of brood. So that's our first frame of brood. Ooh. Second frame of brood. So now I don't really need to look for the queen because it's obvious there's a queen and she's very busy in there. That's 2 frames of brood. Come on. Ooh. She's started to lay in here. Yes, and there are eggs in the bottom of all these empty ones. She's starting to lay in here as well. There's no sign of, I can't see any varroa mite yet or any issues. So it's all looking fairly clean and tidy. A little bit of brood on this one and fresh or uncut. There's a little bit of brood here, same on the other side. And some grubs in here as well, if you can see them. Being fairly good now. You can tell they start to get noisy, they get a bit feisty, but yeah, this is all food now. Bee bread, bit of honey, pollen, and this one should be honey. They're making an awful lot of propolis. Yeah, honey there, so what we'll do, it's still not huge, but we'll put this frame back in. So this came from the other side. You always put the honey on the outsides or above. So they're not running out of room, but what I will do, if I can find it, I'll put this on what they call a queen excluder, and this stops the queen from being able to get up into what I'm just about to put on. Yeah, so the bees can get through it, but the queen can't because she's too fat. I'll put on a honey super. So when she runs out of room where she's laying, what will happen? Oh no, we're a frame missing. Where's that other frame? So, oh no, we're not. Just me. Yeah, they're starting to work their way up through here now. I'll put the lid back on. Insulation on, and there we go. That was it. Easy. Like I said, when we originally put this hive here, I'm going to put some form of shade up here. We may have to move them a little bit, but they're near the greenhouse. But they're not a hassle, and they're actually quite calm bees, these lot. None of them have tried to sting me or anything. They're a bit inquisitive around my face. That's all good. So, and Ange has been viewing from a view spot.
A bit safer in here.
Okay, while we've got all the bee equipment out, literally last night had a message from a friend of ours, Gert and Luca from Living in Portugal YouTube channel, and they said their neighbour has a colony of bees, or a swarm of bees, that has moved in between the shutter and the window, so that's filling it with comb. I'll put some photographs up, I've got them on the phone. So we're going to attempt tonight in the dark, when all the bees should be there then, we're going to cut the comb out, put them in a hive, and then, because they're more than 3 kilometers away, we'll bring the hive back down here and see how they get on, see if we can rescue a hive or get it out of someone's house anyway. Yes. Yeah, cool. So we've managed to prise the window open, and look at this, guys. So there's a bit stuck to the back of here. So this is in between the window and the shutters. So what we're aiming to do is get most of that into our frames, into the boxes, and yeah, hopefully not too many bees flying around. Let's give it a go. I can't film it and do it, so here goes. Okay, so a bit of a mess last night. Some of the bits of comb broke off into the bottom of the box, as you can see, and there's lots of bees. I've done the best I can now this morning of making some frames up with what was left. Sort of elastic banded it onto the frames, so it shouldn't be too bad. But what I've decided to do, what we've decided to do, is I'm going to put another brood box on top of this to give them loads of room. Just spot one there, whoops. To give them loads of room, and see how they go. Hopefully I've moved the queen. There was a couple of There's 2 or 3 frames of brood there, so hopefully the queen's gone with them. We'll just see how they get on, that's all. That's all I can do.
Hello, husband. Right. I've persuaded my beloved to make me a couple of new nest boxes for the ducks because they are currently laying, which is brilliant. So for me to have more little ducks now that we're doing our fortress of fowl, our fowl fortress.
Next week's video.
So yes, at the moment I just put a cardboard. I'll go down and show what we've got at the moment. It's a temporary thing, but there's a couple more eggs than I expected. So we're going to make a little homes for them.
Permanent nest boxes for ducks. Simple solution. Here we go.
Part of the reason for doing something like this is because the muscovies like to hide. They like to sort of climb into somewhere in the wilds. They go into like a tree stump or something like that. But this is our solution.
Oh, tree stump, plastic tree stump copy.
Yeah. So what I should do once Nick's done the holes, I should take these down and just place them in their house so they can get used to them. I'll put some straw and stuff in them, and if they do start to use them, ideal, but I will, once I sort of realise that they're there, I shall put the eggs in anyway. So I've got those 2 buckets with the holes cut out. I've just put a load of straw in, so when I turn them upside down I can arrange the straw then. Currently, so it's a bit dark, but the ducks have this, and it was just a cardboard box I put in here, but we do have, there is actually 11 eggs in here, so I shall leave those for a moment and we'll just place the 2 new boxes close by. So I said they've got a perch there. The food bowl's empty at the moment because it's nearly tea time. They need some fresh water again. So the ducks get fresh water twice a day because they really do go through it. And there's the little ducklings at the moment. So yeah, we're doing quite well with the ducks. May remember this, that I nearly took off with when we moved it in the wind. So I've just put the 2 tubs in, and I've put the original box over the top of one, so hopefully it'll sort of think that it hasn't really changed much. So yeah, fingers crossed.
So this is our manhole, basically changed the direction. This is the sewage that comes from the ensuite, and this is the sewage that comes from the rest of the house, the other 2, which will be 3 bathrooms. 3 bathrooms, James. Mortar this lid on. Fell into my own trap.
Yes.
To give it a seal from the smells, etc. I was going to do it with
Roses, you mean?
Yeah. was going to put a proper manhole cover on here, but they're €40 each and it'll be hidden, so you'll never see it, so it doesn't really matter. So as long as this thing seals, and I don't put too much mortar in the hole, whoops, it'll be fine. So I'm building it slightly higher than the edge. I'll pop this on, then I'll explain the rest. So that's, for want of a better word, shiny side down, so it won't stick. It won't stick to the mortar, but it will make a seal. If it doesn't make a seal, I can just put a little bead of silicone. It'll be fine. So that's going there. What I might do is bank up the sides. Not too much. And then what I'll do, I'll make a wooden frame here for the rest of these to sit on. Still not happy about this. I don't like the look with the tiles, but we'll have a side meeting about that. Yeah, so basically that's sealed that in. And then I'll probably, what I'm thinking is, and I haven't told Andrea behind the camera this yet. I haven't told Ange behind the camera this yet, but I'm toying with the idea of capping this off instead of these tiles with this granite, so it all looks the same. And then I can put a face of granite along the front as well. Should look okay. Anyway, there you go. Another little job done. So as you can see here, I built a framework to take the rest of the tiles, and let's just pop them on. There. And like we've suggested at, I think we're going to clad the front of this in granite and maybe get some granite on some board to go over there so I can take the boards off, but just to reveal a bit more of the tiles. So there we have it, the tile work finished. Plumbing's all done now. What I do want to do is get a gate post, a granite gate post to match that one, to go this side of the gate. So there, as you can see, the gate is a colour match as well, so it's all pretty good. But like I said, it needs a granite column, same as that one here, a gate post, and that'll finish that off. And I think we will be replacing these with the granite. Sorry about the shadows, guys, but it's all a bit tricky here.
Warming up now, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yes.
So that's all we have time for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your birthday wishes for Gilmore last week. It's
yes.
Awesome.
I'm sure he appreciated it.
Oh, it's warming up. So, hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, please give us a like. And if you liked it and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps us a lot.
Yes,
and
it really does.
And
we want to get to 20 soon.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes, 20,000 that is.
So, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, ring that little notification
Ding,
bell.
ding.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Well, hopefully I will see you better than I can at the moment.
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very true.
It's a little bit swollen, but